Hi guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Railroader. So where we left it last time was we went through all our basic controls and how to basically operate the train and get going. I have already hooked up the passenger cart and I forgot what you call them now, the caboose, that was it, which was parked over here last time. We're still waiting for a coal to be delivered because we're still on day 1, so I thought we'll do a quick passenger run from Whitty, and we'll head down to Ella, and then we'll do a return back to Whitty again, and then I think we'll do like a run with the login side as well, and we can get some money made on that, and then I think we'll call that our first day. Hopefully it won't take too long to go through the video. I'm hoping it'll last us about half an hour. So without further ado, we'll get this train rolling. So what I've learned so far, with the little time I've played the game, is that the more passenger runs you do, the better reputation you are, and you get discount for. Oops, sorry, I just teleported in. Try and get back on. Not doing very well here. I meant to press Shift T, which is your shopping, or where you can buy all your carts and everything. So I'm just saying that these will become a discount the more you do. Also, you get discount on things like repairs and so forth. So I think last time we covered our locations for the for tomorrow's sort of job. So there's quite a bit to do when the next day comes. That's for the interchange. We've accepted all the jobs we can. From there, we've got the bridge to repair as well, so we can open it up to the next section. So this is probably about a 10-minute run, probably a bit less. So it's a bit of a trek. I think what we'll do is we'll do a manual drive out there. And then we'll do AI to drive us back, just so you can see how that works as well. So I'm going to go on an outside view. So number 9 takes us to the back of the train, number 0 takes us to the front of the train. So this is our first station, so we're going to pull up here. So when you start braking out, I'm coming in too fast. So you want your cart to basically stop on the railway itself, on the rail house. So anyway, from now we can, sort of brake and we can get ready to load the passengers. So what we can do is we can click on the door of the passengers. It says we've got 50 passengers waiting to go to Ella station. So to get them to board, we need to go to the cart, control, left click, go passengers, and then we tick the relevant box we need to go to. So we're going to Ella station, and now hopefully passengers will start being loaded, as you can see, and we can highlight the top of there to say that it's being loaded. Before we leave, for the AI, you can place down signal flares on the track. If you press Control F, you can place down a flare. Now, the way the AI works is that it will not go past that flare. It will stop just before the flare. So I'm just setting this beacon up here so we know for next time, we know when we come back we can use the AI to bring us back. So we'll get these passengers loaded. The more passenger wagons you've got, the faster they do load. Eventually you probably need two, because I found out like further down the game, more and more they get more of a demand the better you do your service sort of thing. So there's 0 passengers left on there, so we're basically loaded. So now what we can do is we can get on our way. So go back to first person by pressing 1, and we can press E or Q if it was on the other side of the train to look out the window. But the scenery, I can't get over how good the scenery is on this game. It's amazing. So with the speed limits on the track, we have got a few on the way. We've got a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit here before we get to Ella Station. Now, preferably you don't want to be going any more than 30 around these bends because you can derail the train. So just remember that. The maximum speed on the track you want about 35. It's up to you. I've had it up to 50 on some parts of the track, so it will go faster. It takes a little while to get there, but we do get there eventually. So we can follow it on the map. We can see our train moving down here. It seems like a little trek going all the way down here, but once we get the AI sorted, we can leave this train going doing its own thing. Especially when we get our other train repaired that's in the depot at the moment. We'll be able to use that train to do all our freight stuff, and this train could just stay going back and forth for the passengers. See, we're at 42 at the moment. I'm just going to let it coast. Going a bit too quick. We have got some nasty bends coming up, I think. Oh, not too bad. We can get around these without derailing. But I'm just going to ease her off because I don't want to derail in the video. That'll just be terrible. So there is, on the track, I'll just explain as we go along, there is different logos on the track. Just make sure we're not coming up to a sharp bend. We are coming up to 30, so we need to slow down here. So the signs do show that you've got to go 30 mile an hour through here. So I'll back the train down to 30. Just because it's quite a sharp bend, this one. So we have got our water level here as well, so we can check our water without having to go to the tank at the back and check all that. So the 30 on the other side, it means we're at the end of the 30 zone, which you can see here. It's on the opposite side, so it means we can then, if we want to, open back up again. So we're close now. It didn't take us too long to get there. What was it, about? No, maybe about 7 minutes. Not bad, a bit less. The S on the sign here is saying that there's a station coming up, just to give you a prior warning to it. It's handy to know. If you like more the realism and not want to look at the map. But it does come in handy if you're unfamiliar. I mean, on the single player I was playing to learn the game, I haven't unlocked this section yet, so I'm still doing that bit. Anyway, I'm going to start braking slightly because we're coming into the station. Now, Ella Station is very small and can be missed as a garden shed, if you want to put it that way. So this is the station just coming up onto here. So we've got a sign saying it's Ella, and this is our station. I'm going to start braking quite heavily, a bit more, let it coast in. I'm going to turn the camera so I can see where the car is at the back, and stop it there. So the passengers will start unloading automatically. There we go. And we can check, we've got 38 passengers waiting that want to go to Witten, so we're going to do, we'll click our passengers to return, so they'll disembark and the next lot will start entering. I hope in the future with the game that they do animate sort of people getting on and off the train. That would be quite good. So while that's doing that, ooh, I'm at the back of the train, I want to place down another flare just in front of us so I can set up the AI to do the rest. So we just wait for these to be loaded. Still unloading off the things. It's a bit slow. I think while I'm waiting, I might just we'll have a quick look around our wagon. So everything's, well, the detail is really nice on the wagons. I think they've done quite a good job on the detail of it all. So we can go in and have a look inside. We can open the gate so we can get aboard. So we've got the passenger wagon. It's just a standard one. There is nicer ones than this as well. So we just got paid for 50 fares, $1 a fare basically, as we do it. So, and then we've got the caboose, so we can go up to the top and we can look out over the top, which is nice. This does have lights as well. You can turn the lights on the caboose. Again, you got access to go to the roof with the ladders when it wants to work. This one's always been a bit tricky for me. It's not letting me climb them. Yeah. So that's through this door. Anyway, 38 passengers are aboard. So what we're going to do is I'm going to sit as rider's coach actually. Why not? Why not? Because the AI is going to drive us. So to set the AI up, you left click and select the engine, so you've got it here, and you can click operations. Not sorry. I'm on the passenger wagon. Sorry, I need to select the engine. There we go. We can click orders. So at the moment it's in manual mode, so that means we can drive it. If we click yard, we can set up what we want to do. So where it says fuse, that's the flare that's out in front of it. So it won't let us go any further forward because the status is fused. So we're going to go in reverse and we're going to select our speed to 35. And now the train will take over and we'll start going. So we can set our speed, but when the train reaches the 30 zone, it'll automatically, the AI is really intelligent in the game and I'm really happy the way they've done it. It will detect the last 30 miles an hour, so it'll slow the train down to 30 to go through that corner. And again, if you've got another train on the line that you didn't know about, or whichever reasons, the train will stop and not hit the train. It'll just say obstruction, I think, on the orders. So there's not a lot for me to say. So if I'm quiet, it's just because we're at a point where we haven't got a lot to say. So we just get me words right. Admire the scenery. I might start putting a bit of music in the quiet points, that might help. So you see we're in the 30 now, so the driver's dropped his speed down to under 30. And he'll keep it there as well. Now I think on this piece of track, there's a slight, going out to Ella from Witten, there's a slight gradients going down, so you can near enough coast all the way there, but on the way back it's near enough quite a slug keeping the speed up. Even worse when you've got a full load on. Well, we're doing well. We're about 15 minutes into the video, and we're on the return journey for this this part of the section. The login may take a little bit longer because it's a bit more of a trek down to the login area. As you can see, we've got to go all the way down this main line here to this area here. So it's a bit of a slog, and you can only do 25 all the way down here because it's so steep. Quite a few sharp bends, so the restricted the track to 25 down that one. But again, what we'll do is we'll use the AI to do to take us down there, which will be nice. It is a shame that when you shut the it doesn't numb the sound out slightly of the train. That would be quite cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to go jump to the station. Oop, jumped into the water. Not to the station, but anyway. So here comes our train. Because we already placed down this flare, the train won't go any further back than that flare. Probably not a good idea to stand in the middle of a track. I know there's no other trains running, but still. I don't know if the clock actually is animated correctly. It is. That is quite amazing. So here comes the train. It normally stops a little bit of distance off from it. I'm going to put it too far out, but there we go. And it tells you up here the AI engineer has stopped because of the fuse. So now the passengers will start disembarking. What we'll do is we'll back the train up to the. I think I'll find somewhere for it to go. Oops. So I'm going to stick it back on manual mode because I am going to go and drive the train back. As soon as all the passengers have disembarked, still 18 aboard. Sorry, I do apologise if you are squeaking in the background. It's my chair. It's falling to bits. I have asked Santa for Christmas to get me one, but I doubt if he'll bring me one. It'd be nice if he would. So we just earned short of about $100 just on them 2 runs. It's not bad, you know, but the further distance we travel, the more money on fares we get. So it's a bit annoying right now with the amount of fares you get from it, but eventually you do get better ones. So I'm going to leave these flares in place because I can use them to the next time we do a passenger run. So I'm going to try and do the next stage a bit as quick as I can. So normally I'll just back this into a siding and drop the passenger wagon off while I jump into the train, but it takes a little bit of time doing the manoeuvres, as you'll see in the next video. Hopefully when we'll skip a day for episode 3, and I think we're going to have quite a bit of work to do. Plenty of shunting in the yard, so I'll try and explain as we go along as much as we can. So I'm going to try and back my train up far enough, so because when I pull these carts out, I'm going to be bringing it round the line slightly to come back down this track we're on now. So I'll back this up, so we're going to cross over to the other line. Diddy diddy. So if we back this up, just at the side of the train shed maybe. And I'm just going to place a flare down anywhere on here. When we're using the AI to do the run of the logs. I think that's far enough. So we'll start braking there. We're going to jump off, let it roll back to us. And we'll disconnect here. Don't forget to put the cart brake on so it doesn't roll away. They generally don't, because there's still a lot of air in the lines, so the train brakes will hold. But just in case, we'll do that. So actually, we're going to jump on the train. We're going to go back forward. And then when we get close enough to the signal, so we can zoom in as well, which is nice. And I want to change that track to go down that siding, just like that. There we go. Middle mouse button, that will reset your camera angle. You can zoom back as well for field of view, depending how you like it. So I'm going to just jump off here. I'm just going to run down to these. Make sure that at least one of these has got a brake on it. If I can find the brake. Where's he gone? Oh, it's on that side. Ooh, I better sort the train out. Coming in a bit hot. Oh, that's not too thin. There's the brain brake. And lock it up. There we go, and we connect the arrows, we release the brake, and we can jump aboard. And put it into reverse, and off we go. Lean out the window so we can see where we're going. So to make this a bit easy for us, I'm going to go to the back of the train and wait till this car is past the switch. I'll set the AI in a minute to take us to where we've got to go. So we can press tab and you can see that all these have got things on. So what we're going to do is we're going to set these up, which I'll do in a second. Just take the power off. So we need to set these cars up because we haven't got any Load 2 and Enterprise 2. So we better start braking. Pass that switch and that should do. So yes, so at the moment they're all grey at the moment because they haven't been assigned any load or anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the Witter sawmill, and we're going to set L2 on the creek, and then so we haven't got to do this to every single car because we can go through every one of them. We can click copy to coupled, and then all of them will have the same setting, and it'll save us doing it individually. So I will get back to the train. I just need to bring his box up, order him to go into forward, sorry, and set the speed to 25. So he might go, because of the fuse there, he might say, no, I'm not doing it. But I think I want that fuse set a bit further back actually, so I'm going to put it down here. And I'll get rid of this one when he comes off it. Right, it's moved it for me. So I'm just going to run ahead down the line. I need to make sure the switches are set. So we need to come up here. Because we're going to heading down this part of the line here. So as you can see, we can follow the track all the way down. Because we've got the AI doing it, he'll come down this track. As you can see, it's quite a fast track to go down. I think the first time I did the login, I got down there nicely, loaded up, and then on the way back up, I ended up derailing just on that bend at the switch there. So that wasn't very good because I did quite a considerable bit of damage to the train. Just checking the switches to make sure I'm on the right lane. So we should be able to go straight down. So we can get 8 cars in the bay in L2, I think I said, which is just here. So I've just got to switch this switch over, and then we head down here, and we'll go straight into here. And we can actually fit 8 cars down here. So we should be okay for that. Yep, so we can jump back to the train. And we can have a nice steady drive down. Now, because I haven't placed a fuse at the end of this track, is because he'll detect that there's the end of line buffers. And I don't know why he stopped there, but he did. Let's see what's going on. Oh. For some reason, now, if I was to push on this line manually driving it, or switch it automatically, but because it's the AI, you'll have to manually do it. But I need this switching anyway for when I come back up. So you can see now the train will start moving again. Another thing we could do as well is if we click on the cart, go to operations, we can go on switch list and then copy this to all the carts again. Now if I press T, I don't think there's an easy way of doing this. I mean, you have to do this one by one. There is a way of doing it from the station, so we can manually add each one of these carts to the switch list, which takes a little bit of time. But what we can do, if I leave this in going for a minute and just shoot down to here, we can click on this and we can go freight, and then we've got a list of all the jobs of freight that we've got from the station, and we can tick every one of them from there, and it saves us individually clicking every cart. So this info basically tells us the cart number, what type it is, and where's the location it's at and the destination it needs to go to. So it's really simple to use. And we get back to our train. So that's another little thing it's good for. Again, on the cart information, if you're not sure where this location is, you can just click the little arrow and it'll jump us to there. And we have the destination set. Another good tool as well, if you highlight over the name of the area, it'll highlight the area that the cart's got to be in. So if one of them's outside that area where it's not highlighted, it won't detect that it's in position to ready for loading. I'm hoping they add a loading area here for logs. At the moment it's just literally, this is all you see. I'm hoping eventually you can have a full station set up here for loading logs, which will be amazing. But the game is still early access, so it's got a lot of potential. I might have to have a look at the roadmap of the game and see where we're going with it. And see what the next stage of adding things are. I know they just recently released today an update for this game, which I'm just going to go take a quick look. Which was I think it was more than a couple of bug fixes more than anything. So one of them was the loan system on your financial page. You can now click 5,000 now, which is this is they've added this because it was only 1,000 before. So that was one of the things I've added. They've also fixed the water tower, which was only clickable at 20 meters away. They've increased that to 50 meters now. And then a couple of little bugs that I haven't really come across yet, or I haven't paid attention to. So they are doing quite a few updates quite quickly. I mean, the one before that was on the 8th of December, which was a couple of days ago. So they are pushing out the updates and fixing any little bugs. To be fair, I haven't come across one yet. But up to now, they're doing quite well. So if I remember right, this area here that we just passed, you can load logs here as well. If I remember rightly, I think it's part of the location. Let me just double check. So I think this is the P area, P2 and P1 and P3 and 4. Oh, okay. This must be at the end of the line. See, I've not come down this far. I didn't know they've got a little shed here, so they must be thinking about building something. That'd be interesting. But we're off to this location anyway. Let's bring that back up again. So we're off to L2, which is here. Now we're not too far away now, so the train should be here soon. What I'll do is I'm going to skip some time to get it loaded and show you how to do that. Just because it takes an hour and a half roughly to load, or an hour to load your logs onto your trailer, so it's sometimes quicker just to skip ahead an hour and yeah, to get loaded, and then we can take this back. Now I can't remember which contract I actually picked. I don't think it was tier 3. So I need 12 cars. Produce 12 cars of logs per day. We've got 8 on at the moment, so if we did another run, we'd only have to load 4 to get a 12, but we'll just probably do a full load again. I'm not sure if you get any extra bonus for doing the extra ones, but I mean, we could go to another location. Although I think the biggest one is 12. Oh, P3 and P4, you can do 20 cars. But I can hear the train coming now. Here he comes. Close that down for a minute so we can see what we're doing. So as you can see, the lights start going out on each of the tags, saying that it's within the area, so they can be loaded. So this should back it quite far in and get all of them in, and then come to a stop. And last one. So we can check to see when it's in position. As you see now, the location's changed to where they are. And I think our train for our orders, as you can see, it says end of track, so it won't go any further than the buffer. So what we're doing now is we go to our company page, we can go to settings, and we can wait an hour. So 1 hour got us what, half loaded. So wait 1 more hour. Oh, it's actually 2 hours. That's down to your timescale, by the way. If you set it to two to one, it will load quicker. I forgot about that, so I'm going to skip a couple of hours, get fully loaded. There we go. So now we're fully loaded, so we're going to put him in reverse, and he'll now go back all the way up to the top, and then we can get these loaded back in. So I'm going to go quiet for this part of it. We'll enjoy a bit of the scenery on the way. I'll keep my camera angle on the train so you can admire these lovely engines, the detail on them. So we're nearly back, which is good. I'm probably gonna wait till our next episode before we skip a day, because I'm gonna have to try and get another load of these logs delivered, which I'll do off camera because, like I say, it's a bit of a trek down there and a trek back. So I'll get that done before our next episode, and then we'll go back on camera and we'll get the day skipped to day 2, and we'll see what deliveries we get to do some freight around the area. We've still got to do another 2 loads of logs on day 2 as well for the contract. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you want me to record another trip down there. I'm more than happy enough to have it on camera when I go down. But I'm mainly just sort of teaching people how to play the basics game. I'm probably do this series up until we unlock the first section of track, and then I'll probably do a bit more after that for the maybe getting another train, buying another train, going from there. It all depends on how it looks and how you guys feel about it. So you can see there it's cost us over 1,000 to buy the contract for the repair the bridge, and then there's to it we got $95 for the passenger runs we did. So it's all good, we're doing well. How far are we up this track? Oh, we're more than halfway. Yeah, as you can see, it tells us where we need to take these carts as well, which is good. So you don't have to keep opening windows to try and find out where we've got to go if you forget on the deliveries. So as you can see, the AI is quite a good driver. Like I say, if there's any obstructions, they will stop. Unless you're a walking player, then they don't care. They will just run you over, which is quite funny. So we're just coming into the sharp bend now, which is a horrible bend. This is where I derailed it last time. But if I stay under 25 and be good, we should make it round. So for saying that this video is going to be about half an hour, we're up to 40 minutes. It was a bit longer than I expected, but I hope everybody appreciates it. I'm hoping you guys subscribe for more videos, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. No, we're nearly there. So because we placed down that flare on the track, the train will stop us there, so that'll be nice. So we can't do much more anyway, because I think we're quite low on coal until the next day, where we can get a coal wagon. That'll be our first job, to get that coal wagon put in place and refuel. So let's jump to the back of the cart so we can see where we're at. I mean, the detail on the hitches is really cool. I love the detail. Have I put that flare far enough back for us to clear this junction? I hope so. It doesn't look like we did. No, we didn't. Oh no. No problem. What we'll do is we'll just switch it to there and we'll take the brakes off. Just go back a little bit further. Yep, that should do us. So we can put this truck over. So we'll get the AI to push it into place for us. So again, as you can see, this is all changed for us. It took a minute, and it shows you the highlighted area where we've got to drop it off as well. So as you can see, as we get over, they should start changing colour. There's 1, 2, and then you start updating as well. They should all be in position. Your whistle. And that is that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to, again, go to the time and just skip 1 hour. Again, and again, and again, and again, and again. So I think the cart's not updated yet. There we go. It took a minute to update. Because of the time it is now, it's getting towards the next day. So I think we'll miss out on this first contract with the cars, and we will leave it on manual, and we'll get the day skipped. So I'm just running down a line. I'll just stand up here actually. So if we click company, and we can click sleep, I'll jump to the next day. We can see how much we made on our logs, which is really nice. So we made $1,320, so that's brought us back over our starting limit, which is absolutely brilliant. So now, just before I end our recording, I'm just going to run down here. So this is everything we've got to for our next video. We've got to move all this. So our coal wagon's now full with 50 tons of coal. And as you can see, all these need dropping off at the relevant locations. So we've got 3 deliveries for 3 different locations for these 3 carts here. And then all these at the back here all need taken to the bridge for its repair. These are all for the bridge, which is quite a few of them. So before I log off, I'm just going to quickly, so I don't forget, disconnect them airlines and take the itch off because we don't want them together. And so that'll do us for this video. Nearly an hour long. I think our episodes might be about an hour's video. I think we're going to average around about there, hopefully. I reckon this part of the video is going to be a couple of episodes doing this job. But thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like a video. Comments are welcome. If anybody's got any questions they need to ask about the game, I'm more than willing to answer what I can. If I can't answer it, I will find the answer and let you know in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.